Hey yo, back at it again with another episode. I cannot. Oh, okay, yes, I can. So I traveled a crud ton of blocks. In the negative. I went to 0, 0, basically at the beginning of the world, and just collecting raw material. Because to be honest, I don't want like a bunch of tunnels near the pyramid to avoid the spawns being messed up. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to do something where I can see through the world and see like all the dark places where mobs can spawn. But right now, I'm getting a lot of block of quartz on the third box again of lapis. Redstone. I don't know how or why red. I think I'm missing a box of redstone to be honest. Coal. I just maxed out a box of coal, so doing good there. But I got a bunch of this baloney chony stuff to put in the boxes. I think that's where a lot of material that's missing. I was like, oh shoot, I should have like a lot more stuff on me. Yeah, because I need calcite because calcite actually looks pretty good up under the hood. And I need to get more amethyst shards specifically for what they make right here. What is it called? Block of amethyst. One of my major goals in my first base is to hold on. I'm drawing a bloody blank. But my major goal is to have a sky high freaking pillar of amethyst. It's one of the. It's a solid 7x7. Oh, that has raw gold in it. Picking that up. Some of these might have material that I want taken out of it. So far, so good. Yeah. See right there. This is the raw material I was talking about. Basically got this sucker filled to the gills full of stuff. Like, so if anything of mine breaks, I'm down to repair. Just sit down there and repair. Yeah, see? Loco and the Cabezo Amigo. And I don't know where I put this stuff right here. I was collecting it. Skulk Catalyst and Skulk and the other stuff. But it's not a big priority for me to have. So I'm just going to put in the regular inventory slots. These right here are pretty. The sensors are pretty cool. But again, I don't know what I want to use them for. I know that they're gonna be pretty loud or just make a lot of noise. Hold on, I need to turn up the audio for you guys. Yeah, volume 6. That is freaking stinking loud, dude. Ridiculous. Alright. Pretty much done here. Need to collect some more. I have to put stuff away, to be honest. So this stuff, the dyes, the templates, the scaffolding. Where I'm gonna put the. So the calcite is gonna be the ceiling, and I'm gonna flake in a couple of these gilded blackstone in them, and possibly some of that stuff in there. This stuff, and I got a. It's called what I'm calling these white boxes or light boxes. So I got like the soul lanterns. I'm getting these out of the. What do you call them? The deep darks. Got a bunch of swift sneaks. Did I just literally get 3? Actually, I think I got another one, but I just dismantled it pretty much. And I'm gonna try to. I think I'm gonna go fishing, to be honest. Try to get more levels so I can upgrade my material. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But I'm gonna pull out some of these. Because I think 9 empty. Oh, this is one of my elytras. I need to change the color of that. I think 9 empty shulker boxes is like a healthy amount. Actually, no. A healthy amount is having it completely filled to the brim full of shulkers. Because that maximizes the stuff I can actually carry. Essentially, like if I have, because I have a bunch of ender chests. Yeah, but I need to change all these red ones back to purple. There we go. I just don't like the color red, because I'm gonna be using the color red for redstone. And like the blue one, the blue shulkers, they're gonna change too, because that's gonna be for lapis lazuli. And the the light blue is gonna be, let's just say, diamonds. I wish there was like a little bit more color to the game. I know that there is an add-on pack that can give you more colors, but then that's just another add-on that I'm adding on to play the game, making it slower to play. And by the way, I'm keeping a sunflower on me for now on, because this will show me where east is at and the opposite is west. And so like if this was pointing east this way, that's actually west, it would point this way. North would be that way and south would be that way. Yeah, but right now I'm just gonna fish a little bit. Haven't fished in a while, and I want to get lucky with books of mending. Plus I'll be getting all this cool stuff like name tags. I'm pretty sure you can actually craft name tags now. I'm pretty sure. Which is crazy, too. Hold on. Yeah, I'll check it here in a little bit after I'm done fishing for a little bit. Which I remember name tags. The only way you got them was through treasure chest in like mob spawner areas. Plus, I don't know if fishers. I think they buy fish too. So I need to get some barrels up in that place. I need to expand it a little bit more so they have more breathing room. Right there, or no, right there. That's where they're at. My villagers. It's kind of like an open air prison for them. But basically, I took out every single silk touch pickaxe other than just one of them. And my goal is to disenchant every single one of them because they're netherite pickaxes. So I kind of want them back and to be Fortune 3 pickaxes. And I want a whole shulker box full of netherite maxed out pickaxes. And so I have to, on top of that, I have to disenchant every single netherite shovel and then try to re-enchant it with silk touch because I'm tired of getting a bunch of flint out of gravel. Nice, first book. What do you think that book is? An OP book? Or like a meh? In that bow. What do you think that bow is? Check after this fish. Um, Whoa. Not good book, but that bow dough. That bow dough. Yo. It's actually that's a fancy bow. I might keep that. I was actually thinking about filling out my roster, my war chest, to be honest. And that's perfect. That's like a freaking perfect start. But if I remember correctly, what sucks about affinity bows is that you have to I'm pretty sure you have to physically repair them with other bows. And there's only so many times you could do that before it's too much XP to rebuild. So I wouldn't even know how to even repair it other than going to an anvil and using like a regular or another enchanted bow and repairing it. I think with PvP situations, infinity bows are like the best all the way around. But I think in like worlds where you're alone or with friends and you're just attacking mobs, the mending is the best one instead of infinity. And I was just watching a dream video on YouTube, and I'm pretty sure they play on Java. And like what they can do on Java, they could put blocks on their left hand and have like their pickaxe on the right, and they can use the pickaxe and place blocks on their left. You can't do that on Java. I mean Bedrock, which is pretty insano. I don't like it. It's kind of stupid. Because like you could put a lot of things on your. I think you put pretty much put anything on your offhand in Java. I don't know if that's a mod pack that they put in, or if that's just a parody of Java. I am getting loads of name tags. I'm breaking 3. Look at the C3. Dippity dope. Put that on a scope. Yeah, once the pyramid is pretty much damn near complete, I'm gonna be making a vendor stall, but it's gonna be inside the pyramid. So that's the reason why I'm not really doing it right now. That's the reason why they're right there. They'll be basically like 10, like way above the pyramid, because it's gonna go all the way down to bedrock. So I'm gonna have to transport them. Because like I think one of my first goals is to get. Hold on a second. Is to get a book of mending under 10 emeralds. In a world where me and my brother were playing, we had a villager selling like a book of mending for like 7 emeralds. And I'm actually surprised that the shield has not been updated whatsoever. I would probably use a shield like a lot more. Like, I guess what would change is like the durability and like the effective blocking radius of it. I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty much done fishing once this day rolls on over. I forgot what I was gonna do after I was done fishing. But I need to throw away the garbage. Bison. Yeah, it's used. Oh, I thought that was a villager right there. Yep. But these are all my villagers right here. Have a couple bells for meeting places. It's gonna be, I guess, built out more that way. But yeah. So this is what I'm pretty much doing here. Is I did start, going all the way to the end, all the way to the end. But I'm gonna stop right here and just do one section at a time, all the way down, and then do another section all the way down. To, like, not to be completely burnt out super fast. So, that's the reason why I go fishing sometimes. That's the reason why I go ore hunting, or, mining. So I can have material to repair my gear. And then eventually enough to kind of replace the gear that I kind of need to remake gear, I guess. That's a better word of saying it. Remake the gear into the gear that I want. So, like, with pickaxes, I'm going to want Fortune 3, Unbreaking 3, Mending, Efficiency 5. Just for visual sake, I will have, like, the shovels, Silk Touch, Unbreaking 3, Efficiency 5, Mending. You don't really need Efficiency 5 when you have, like, a beacon effect of haste too, and, like, because it's, like, already insta mine, a lot of the materials are. So like, if I have another spare book of Efficiency 4 or Efficiency 5, if my box is completely full of, what the heck, of netherite, maxed out netherite pickaxes, then yeah, I want to be mad and make some of those Efficiency 5s. So pretty much, like, as you see this line right here, this goes all the way to bedrock. Don't know why I did it. It's not even on the line. On the east or west line. It's just randomly, I just ran completely down to bedrock right there. So it's kind of annoying. And it's kind of a situation right here too. I do some goofy stuff. Okay. Because I know one of these suckers has buckets. So right here is elytras. These are completely unenchanted elytras, and they all have, I want them all maxed out. So that's another big goal of mine. Here's another one, as you can see. Been collecting them. Here's another one. Pretty much been collecting. And the reason why I'm going to be doing that, getting a whole box of, you know, Unbreaking 3, Mending, Elytras, is specifically for the Great Travel. And I don't know what direction I want to kind of do on the Great Travel. And the Great Travel is just basically going to be seeing how far because eventually it's going to be 3 shulker boxes full of maxed out elytras, and I want to see how far I can actually go with that. Before I have to, you know, start repairing them. Yep. So I got a few more elytras to kind of... Oh, I need to get a shovel. It's probably a bad place to put these guys. Get... Oh, shit. Like, those situations makes me wish I had my totem of undying, just in case there's like one of those spike things at the bottom of that, because I've almost died to those things. So I think that's what I'm going to do, because I really don't need the walking stick per se. This guy right here. I will be walking slower though. I think walking slower is actually, observing it now, it's actually a lot better than having that hiking stick. I think the hiking stick is, because I don't even think I need the hiking stick to jump super high. I think that's just one of the abilities I get with the RPG skills. So let me see. Oh yeah, I thought it was because of the hiking stick. No, it's not. It's the double jump I get from the skill. So I'm pretty much doing the inside of the pyramid as the main focus of kind of the project right now with the pyramid, and then on certain days I'll just be on the outside, kind of clearing out the area on the outside too. But those days will be, you know, completely different when I'm actually going to be doing them. I think like if they jump, actually the hiking stick is actually pretty awesome, to be honest, because it does make you feel like you're going super fast, and the extra, you know, jump effect is really nice too sometimes. when, you know, you're trying to jump over fences and shit. The thing I'm probably going to build here in a second is the lantern. So hold on, let me check that out. Haven't really built the lantern in a long time. So just give me a second so I can... Oh, I don't even have... Oh, that's not good. I thought I had... I'm gonna have to go back to base to build it, because I pretty much have all the materials at my base. Bruh. I will be buying some more add-ons, and these add-ons will be like light add-ons, and it'll be like for putting more, like it's a, because I have an add-on, but it also, what's tied into the add-on is a bunch of other stupid crap that I don't want in the world. Basically, all I want is like a helmet or like an actual good lantern, so I can actually see in the dark without having torching everything up. Which is crazy. We have lanterns in the game, and you can't put in your offhand. So, let's see. Huh. See, there's a hiking stick. That guy. Where's the lantern, bro? Because there was like a lantern thing. Like his camping chair. I think these are funny. I haven't even built one of these yet. I don't know how you build them. Oh, I do. Probably a good idea is to build a book. It'll probably show me how to build it. See if like they had a shield, like instead of like that iron piece, you have like copper or netherite and stuff like that. I think that would be cool. So I'm here now. This is new right here. Building leads. I know that for a fact, but I was like, there should be a name tag. How to build a name tag. Huh? Now it's not even showing. It's part of the hiker stuff. The lantern. See, this is cool right here too. The trash can. That one's pretty cool. Oh, here. Okay, no, I just need iron, bruh. And this is a pretty cool. It's a free add-on to this hiker add-on, so it's free to download. Should probably dump a few things. And I actually figured out how to gather all loose items in Minecraft now. Watch this. So this is pretty cool. So in this one I can actually put in my offhand and I can line while having light, but the light is like really weird. It's like really choppy. And I think the other thing I should actually make again is the ice pick. I can straight up climb vertical walls with it. I think that's pretty cool. But then again, like it's not my totem of undying isn't activated because it has to be in my offhand. But it gives me some light to work with instead of being in the complete dark all the time. Should have done this a long time ago with my videos. I do think this hiker add-on is a must for a lot of people because it gives you a bunch of cool camping gear to play with, and like the sleeping bag um, has the ability of letting you sleep but not changing your spawn point. That's a pretty cool feature. And there's another add-on, I'm not too sure if I'm going to get it, but it's a utility add-on that has teleporter plates, and it teleports people to certain locations. But for me, the teleporter plates would be every 10 levels of the pyramid, so that's like a lot of levels, because there's a lot of levels to the pyramid. A lot more than what it stated. I think it said up to 4, but you can change the amount of teleporter plates and locations. And again, I try to collect as much material as I possibly can, because quite literally I might have a project that will demand this stuff at some point, and I don't know. So it's a reason why I'm like collecting it. Plus it's cool to have that many blocks, saved up. And there is add-ons where it helps you with mining. So like the drills, there's the one that I have called Ores Plus Plus has the drill, but it also has the random ores that I don't want in the game, because it deletes, possibility of other ores. And on top of that, the one I think I have, they don't have the blocks. So if there was like blocks that I could make them into, and they're cool looking blocks, I wouldn't mind, because I think that would be cool. But because they don't have blocks, I don't really like the add-on all too much. And that's the thing with add-ons, is that they'll try to be as descriptive as possible, but they won't really tell you everything. So I'm kind of looking into another add-on for mining that will add different ore, plus add blocks of those specific ores. Yeah. But for right now, I'm just chilling like a villain, trying to play it as vanilla as possible. So like the RPG skills are kind of overpowered compared to like vanilla Minecraft, but it also gives that element of like things to build for. Like my explorer level reached max level to 100. My mining was maxed out a long time ago to level 100, and I don't really use it per se. Like, hold on a second. See, like right there, it'll show you like the next ore where it'll be. But there's like a catalog that you can look through, or like a settings or a menu to change the abilities. There's multiple abilities, and I'm probably going to change that mining one where it shows me the ore with something else. I just need to build the book again. Building the book just makes it easier to look through it. And I'm like actually super curious on why Minecraft. I think Minecraft kind of left the games super blank, so it gives the opportunity for content creators that develop add-ons or mods to have free roam in the game. But a lot of that is like behind paywalls. Add-ons are for sure. And it's just like a quality of life thing, like chairs, furniture, different trims to blocks would just have a quality of life update for Minecraft. I don't think they should add RPG to the main game, but RPG does actually make the game a lot more interesting. I might as well switch. So as you can see, I don't have like a crud ton of... I don't have a... Well, I do have a crud ton of pickaxes and equipment, but I don't have a whole shulker box of it. So I have my work cut out for me. Building a shulker box full of netherite pickaxes. And I do have, you know, more of a decent amount of stock on hand of ore to actually repair my gear, but not enough to where I'm like, oh yeah, I'm super mega comfortable with what I have. Like, this is definitely going to repair all my gear. The whole shulker box full of that copper and iron and gold is maybe enough to repair all my tools back before I pretty much got rid of the Silk Touch stuff, or the Silk Touch pickaxes. It would take like at least, I think, like one or one and a half, well, at least 1.5 or 2 shulker boxes full. And to be honest, the fortune ones are really nice because you can go into the nether and mine out the gold and the nether quartz and repair your pickaxes super fast compared to mob farms and villager farms for the XP bottles. And I was kind of thinking, like, should I make every one of these beacon locations max beacons? Probably not. Probably not. Be a cool idea for the, like, the, you know, the top layer or something like that. I don't know. Just thinking out loud. Oh, and no, I didn't finish the anime. I'm watching an anime that's basically about animation and like all the jobs required to make an anime, or in the is it basically entertainment industry. And I think that's pretty fun. I forgot what it's called, but it's a guy that randomly is transported back 10 years in his life. Basically, like, I think the anime is called Remake or something like that, but it's actually a really good concept, and I've built a short story due to that concept. I kind of goofed it up by not having the right wording and the punctuation, so I had to like kind of redo it. But it's like a really good premise to like a short story novel book. In like a lot of my videos, I am like literally, this is like very little of what I do in regards to basically this build, and more repairing the pickaxes. The setup that's needed to repair any of these pickaxes takes like a considerable amount of time. Why do I have a random torch? I can't believe I'm starting to call them torches. That's ridiculous. Well, that is a torch, but what I mean by that is like there's a lot of creepypastas that are written by British people, and how they say flashlights is torches. Which is weird. There's a lot of words that they say that doesn't make any too much sense. I think I want to go for, so these are all light sources, and these are just placeholders. Because I think I'm really digging the soul lanterns and the copper lanterns for the creepy aspect of this pyramid. I think the glowstone is a little bit too flamboyant, and these orange ones right here, they're pretty much the same, but they look a lot cooler than the glowstone. Plus, they're fun to get because it is one of the very few uses I use for a netherite hoe is glowstone or sponges. Very few uses, and hay bales. I think that's another thing I want to stock up on is hay bales, so I need to do farming again. Start farming wheat. One of the things I messed up, which I'll probably show on another video, the next video, is basically the failed attempts, or I don't want to say failed attempts, but scrapped attempts to building the pyramid. That one's pretty close by, and basically I went to the sea level and started placing blocks at the sea level, but my ultimate goal was to have the pyramid from the bottom to the top, so I was like, yeah, I already put a lot of work into this, and there's a lot more water than I really want to deal with. And I was like, let me pick a location that's basically in a desert area, or a mesa, and that doesn't have a lot of rivers. And this was kind of it, but there's still a lot of lakes and rivers. That's one thing about the world generation of Minecraft that's hard to get around, is having consistent land, and not having rivers and lakes and oceans going through your land. Yeah, so I'm going to try to keep my videos to an hour minimum, unless it's just like a basic update to my situation with this build. And, but yeah, Hope you guys are enjoying this content. I'm seeing some people liking the videos, and I just want to say thank you. Should have started the episode off with that, but it just came up to mind that I'm seeing views and I'm seeing likes, and it's pretty freaking badass. So yeah, if you guys have builds that you guys are currently doing, let me know in the comments down below, and leave a like if you like this type of content, long form content. I prefer it, honestly. That's what I usually watch is long form content, because either A, I'm trying to go to sleep, or B, I'm just trying to kill time. While I'm like basically repairing my gear. Like if I'm not recording, I'm usually A, watching anime, or B, well, multitasking, playing Minecraft and watching anime, or watching kind of the news on YouTube, the independent journalists that I do watch. Try to keep watching them every day whenever they post, if it's relevant to what I want to hear. Other than that, I don't know if I said in my other video, but I had plans to kind of kickstart a podcast, but it kind of flopped for me. It just didn't feel right, and it, I wasn't enjoying it all too much. So I scrapped it, and basically it was like I got the New York Times newspaper, and I think it's because I got the New York newspaper to kind of like basically read the news, and it just, yeah, it didn't work out for me. The New York Times is atrocious when it comes to the news. It's either A, boring and nonsensical news, or just hit pieces on people that are doing lawful duties that we elected them for. So can I stick to this? Let's think about doing Project Zomboid, but I'm gonna wait for my brothers to hop on. I'm not gonna play alone. It's boring playing Project Zomboid because it's kind of like a team-based thing, in my opinion. Yeah, so as you guys can see, where I'm at right now is just 2 blocks below sea level, and this is just one quadrant. And I'm barely skimming off the first 2 layers of this, not even going back and forth to the middle of the quadrant to the end, because I'm so far high up and on the Y level. Is only, and it plus, once it hits deep slate, I'm gonna have to go down to 1 block. Mining. I'm already filled up loads of boxes. Like I've transported, I think like a half a chest full of shulkers already back to the base, plus a full set of a chest full shulkers here that are getting filled up pretty quickly. But yeah, that's the end of the episode. I hope you guys enjoy. Like and subscribe if you like this type of content. Shows me that you guys do. Gives me the feel to make more. Appreciate you guys. You guys have a good one. Adios.